0 minus 1, which is read as 1 with a borrowing from this 1 to this 0. Hello everyone, welcome to SaiSuriyasAcademy. If you are new to my channel, then hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for more interesting videos. In today's video, we are going to discuss about binary subtraction. This binary subtraction, this can be done in 2 steps. In the first step, you want to know about the binary rules, that is binary subtraction rules, and you want to understand the rules. And then in step 2, you can solve the examples. Okay, now we move on to the binary subtraction rules as a first step. Here we are having 4 steps. The first 3 steps are common as decimal subtraction. That is 0 minus 0, which is 0, 1 minus 1, which is 0, 1 minus 0, which is equal to 1. These are common as a decimal subtraction. And then the last step, 0 minus 1, which is represented as 1 with a borrow. At this time you can't able to understand. Now, before understanding this equation 4, consider a small recap of decimal subtraction. There is a small connection with the decimal subtraction and the binary subtraction for your clear understanding, so only representing a small example. Consider 5000 minus 1999. Here the last digit 0 minus 9. This minus 9 is larger, cannot be borrowed. So next is 0, again 0. So from 5 it is borrowed and it will become 10. And then this in middle 2 zeros. Just for understanding, for this problem in the decimal or the binary subtraction, I am representing this middle zeros as passing zeros. That is, this passing zeros has nothing to do with it. The element is borrowed from 5 and it is transferred to the last digit 0, 1, 0. But these zeros, since we are passing through this, it becomes 9. This 0 becomes 9. Again 9 minus 0, 0, 9 minus 0. And then 5, 4 minus 1, 3. There is no need to explain in this example. Just the last digit, borrowing digit is 10 and then passing digit is 9. Just remember this point. And then when coming to the fourth point, that is the fourth rule, 0 minus 1. Here it is represented 0 minus 1. 0, this 1, 0 cannot be subtracted, that is 0 minus 1 cannot be done. So it has to be borrowed. This number is higher and the upper number is lower, so here it has to be borrowed. What happens if we borrow means this 0 will becomes 1 0. But in binary 1 0, this 1 0 value when converted to decimal, its value is 2. So just for your easy understanding, I am relating this with decimal and binary. So 0 turns to 1 0. 1 0 value in binary. In decimal it is represented as 2. So 2 minus 1, it is 1. So here the rule comes 0 minus 1 equal to 1 with a borrow. So 0 minus 1, after borrowing 2 minus 1 you will be getting 1. And then the next point, here in the decimal we had discussed that the passing zeros as 9. Here in the passing 0, when passing zeros occurs in the binary, it will turns to 1. That is, the receiving borrow number will get 1 0 and then the passing zeros will turn to 1. This is the important 2 rules you have to remember during a borrowing. Now through this example we are going to evaluate different types of 4 examples. Binary subtraction. The subtraction is done in 4 examples for your getting you a clear idea and a clear explanation you can get. So let us move on to example 1. Consider a number in The carries are written in different colors for your understanding. Consider 10111 minus 1011. This is the first example. So what happens? 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 0, 1. The same as decimal subtraction. Now here comes 0 minus 1. So what we have to do? We have to borrow it from the next number. From the next number, after borrowing, this 0 will become 10. So 10, its decimal value is 2. You have to remember. So 2 minus 1 will become 1. And then this 1 will turn to 0 because the number has been borrowed. So it has turned to 0. So 0 is represented. Initially when a 0 occurs, it has no value. So the answer can be written as, discarding this 0, simply you can write 1100. The original answer is 01100, but you can write as 1100. Consider example 2. In the example 2, we are going to subtract 1001 minus 10. The first last digit, 1 minus 0, 1. 0 minus 1. What happens? We have to borrow. But next digit is also 0. So we have to borrow from the 1, the first digit. So this 1 will become 0 and it will be passed to the requested 0 number, which will turn to 10. This is the number initially asked for borrowing. So this 0 will turn to 10. This is the carry bit. Then what happens about the passing 0? This 0 has nothing to do with it. As set in decimal subtraction, this passing subtraction turns to 9. Here in binary subtraction, this passing 0 turns to 1. So from this 1, here this 0 borrowed will turns to 10. So 2 minus 1, 10 is value is 2, 2 minus 1, 1. And this passing 0 turns to 1. So 1 is represented here. All the passing zeros are represented as green color. You can understand. And then again this 1 turns to 0. So 0. So the value is 0, 111. Discarding this initial 0, it can be written as 111. 111. This is the answer. Hope you are clear with this example. Consider a third example. 100 10011 minus 11011. Here the first 3 steps are as usual same. 1 minus 1 0, 1 minus 1 0, 0 minus 0 0. There is no any carry or borrow or anything happens. Again 0 minus 1. So the next digit is 1. 1 is borrowed here. 1 turns to 0. Initially it is 0. So it is represented in green color 0. Initially it was 0. So 0. Again this 0 will become, this is the borrower number. So this 0 will turns to 10. So 10 minus 1, 1. That is 2 minus 1, 1. So here initially we are having 0 only because the number has been borrowed. So it is represented in green color 0. 0 minus 1 again. Here occurs 0 minus 1. Again a number has to be borrowed. So for borrowing, this number has to get a borrower. So 1, next number 0, next number 0. So this 1, it has to be taken here and turns to 10. The borrowed number is here. So this 1 turns to 0 because the number has been transferred. So this 1 turns to 0 and then this 2 passing zeros turns to 1. It is represented in green color. These passing zeros are double ones. Similarly, here in this one, this one before borrowing it was 0 only, because it has already given a number to next digit. So it was initially 0 only. It is represented in green color. So again 0 minus 1 we are borrowing, and this passing zeros becomes ones. The number after transferring this first digit becomes 0, and then this number becomes 1 0. So 1 0 minus 1 1, and then this passing zeros 0 0 turns to 1 1. So 1 1 we are representing. This first number turns to 0, so 0 here. So the value is 0 1 1 1 1 triple 0 double 1 double 1 triple 0. This is the sum. These are all called the carry bit, and these are all called the sum bit. So it is represented as double 1 double 1 triple 0. This is the attained sum. And then one final example, you will be very clear in the concept now, I think. Double 1 double 0 1 0 1 0 minus 1 double 0 double 1 0 double 1, a very lengthy binary number. So here the first digit itself 0 minus 1. So it has to be borrowed from here. It turns to 0. So it is written as green color. Just it is very congested, so I had written at the top. So 0, it turns to 0. Here this first number will turns to 1 0. 1 0, 2 minus 1 1. This number is now 0, and again here bottom number is 1. So 0 minus 1. So again a number has to be borrowed. The next number is 0, and then the next number is 1. So this number turns to 0 initially. It is given in green color initially. So 0 initially, and then this passing 0 will become 1, and then the next number which is initially 0, that is the borrower, will turns to 1 0. So the second number 1 0 minus 1 will turns to 1. 2 minus 1 1. This passing 0 will turns to 1. So 1 minus 0 will become 1. Again this number is 0 now. This is the number we had transferred, that is borrowed to this second digit. So this number is initially 0. Again we are having a bottom 1. So 0 minus 1 occurs. Again this number is requesting a borrow. So the next two digits are 0. Again it is borrowed from the next digit, third digit. So this third digit will turns to 0. This passing zeros, two zeros, will turns to 1. And then this 0 number will turns to 1 0. So 2 minus 1 1. And then these two passing zeros, that is 1 minus 1 0. 1 minus 0 1. This number already 0, and the below number also 0. So 0 minus 0 0, and then 1 minus 1 0. So the final value is 0 0 1 0 double 1 double 1. That is, discarding these zeros, it is written as 1 0 double 1 double 1. Hope you are now clear with the binary subtraction. Just a small recap. The first three rules are common as decimal subtraction only. The final rule is 0 minus 1. When 0 minus 1 occurs, we have to borrow a number. After borrowing, this 0 will turn to 1 0. 1 0 value, its decimal value is 2. So 2 minus 1, when we are having a below a 1, 2 minus 1, it turns to 1. And then when we are having a passing zeros, when we cannot able to, that is consider here 1 0, 0 minus 1, we are borrowing, the next number is 0 and next number is 1. So we are borrowing from this 1 to this 0. So this 1 transfers here and turns to 1 0, 1 0 minus 1 1. And here this passing 0 will turn to 1. This is the main two rule. That is, when we are borrowing, 1 0 minus 1 is 1, that is 2 minus 1 1. Again the passing 0 is 1. We have to Remember these two basic rules so that we can able to solve any type or any number of binary subtraction. Okay, that's all for today's video. We'll meet you all in next video. Keep supporting Sai Surya's Academy. Thank you.